everybody, Mark from tentable.com. Sorry we're a little late to the show today for our live message, but it's Melissa's fault, okay? You know, Oh, I gotta come in closer?
No, you
Hey everybody, it's Mark from tentable. Oh, not that close.
I was just waving.
Oh, that wasn't a wave, that was a no, this is a wave. This is a come here. What we came here today to do was kind of show you a comparison between our Rental-Lite and our commercial units. Rental-Lite, let's call it semi-commercial, and this is fully commercial. You know, each has its own purpose in the rental industry. Some states that are full ASTM requirements, like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, I know Ohio's going a little toward that, you know, may want to start off with a commercial unit. The Rental-Lite for a nice customer pickup, light and easy to move around unit is going to suit some people as well. Both units are 100% vinyl. Your difference in your vinyl is going to be, this is going to be constructed completely of a 15-ounce vinyl. This is going to be a mix of 15-ounce vinyl and 10-ounce vinyl. So if we walk over to this unit right here, which is going to be our Rental-Lite unit, the base of the unit is going to be full 15-ounce vinyl. The bottom of the pillar, 15-ounce vinyl, and everything up above is going to be a blend of a 9-ounce to 7-ounce vinyl. Both are 100% vinyl. Both have a pretty strong base cloth, okay? You can see there's a little bit of difference in the outside finish. This is going to have a much glossier. Yep, Rental-Lite commercial, okay? But, you know, from a standpoint of construction, they're going to be very, very similar. You know, if I walk to the, let's walk to the center over here. Rental-Lite, finger-safe netting, finger-safe netting. Base of the unit and floor, 15-ounce vinyl. Base of the unit and floor, 15-ounce vinyl. Those are the areas of any game that are going to get the most amount of stress. The base of the unit, the baffling inside. So basically from the ground up to about here, we've got very, very similar construction. Where it's going to change a little bit, as you can see here, lighter vinyl, heavier vinyl. Because this is one of the biggest stress points of the Rental-Lite unit or any bounce house, I'm using the same amount of vinyl where it's sewn to the floor, 15 ounce, then it's going to transition in. You know, your commercial units are going to have our expansion seam. So when a child is bouncing, okay, it's opening up here to save a little bit of money on cost. It's going to be sewn right to the floor. Still double stitched. A lot of people's commercial bounce houses are built in this fashion, okay? There's just a few more bells and whistles on the commercial unit. You come around to the front of the unit. Some of the things that you're going to notice immediately are going to be the entrances. So on our commercial unit, you're going to have a covered entrance. It's netted. Your slide is covered and netted. Again, ASTM compliant for states that are forced to follow the ASTM guidelines. Remember, ASTM guidelines are a recommendation. They're not a law in many states. So when you're looking at commercial units from Tent and Table or any other manufacturer out there, you might see a lot of commercial units that are still using the older style entrance that's not covered. The slides might be constructed differently. That still doesn't mean it cannot be rented and insured by many of the rental insurance companies that are out there. Our pools, our Rental-Lite slides and our Rental-Lite combos are going to have a floor depth pool. Okay, there is no landing area, but again, That's the standard of a lot of pools in the industry. So I usually recommend, if you're using a unit like this on concrete or blacktop, which I don't recommend any water slides get set up on concrete or blacktop, all right? You know, use some sort of padding underneath it. If you're not using it as a water slide, use some foam blocks or use ball pit balls to help soften the blow on a little child's bump. It's not a big drop off. You just want to be conscious that, you know, here you're going right down, and on our commercial, any commercial wet dry unit, we're going to have an inflated landing floor.
It's like, what?
3 feet. 3 feet tall? Yeah. Now this is 3 feet to here, and I'm 12 foot tall. Hi, this is Mark the Giant. No.
How much inflated do we have?
This panel here is about 16 inches. It dips down a little bit, so you still have about a 12-foot landing area for the area.
That was close.
I will say, you know, something that is signature on any wet dry Kenton table unit is going to be welded seams to keep water from getting inside, keeping dirt from getting inside, sand, anything that might damage the threads or cause air loss over time. So yes, our Rental-Lite units do have that same high quality welding on the areas of stress. You know, so the nice thing to know about that is people might have been concerned, hey, it's a Rental-Lite, it's light, am I going to get separation of the seams? No, you've got a 15-ounce piece of material welded right in place there. So your stress is not on your threads, it's not on the seams, it's on an area of the vinyl, and you're never going to tear the vinyl at that point. You're going to see the same on our commercial units. So, very important, sealed seams keep the water out. They make for a stronger inflation because you have less air loss, and it'll make a unit last a lot longer. Another thing to look for in any commercial water slide or Rental-Lite water slide, I don't ever want to see threads on top of the slide mat surface. Years ago, that was our only option. In our rental department, I used to have customers complain that they were sliding down, they were hitting the threads, and it would cause brush burns on somebody's legs or arms. So we make sure that whether it's a Rental-Lite or a commercial, you know, we are sewing the Velcro to a piece of vinyl. That piece of vinyl is then heat welded to the inside of the slide liner, so we're hiding any areas of abrasion that might come up. Both units are going to have roofs. Both units are going to have exits. Water systems are very, very similar. Now, we use a water bladder on any of our water systems. Some of our units are going to have a water bladder that is just a piece of fabric. You put your hose in, you wrap it tight, and then you turn the water on. We're changing over to a system like this, which basically is a garden hose system, welded and built right into the unit so that you don't have any water leakage. I cannot and will not guarantee that throughout 2022, there might not be a mixture of items in our inventory, okay? We get that every year, unfortunately. The one I bought last year is different than this year. We're constantly improving and upgrading and making changes. So you might occasionally find some differences in a unit from year to year. If you ever have a question on that, give your sales rep a call. This unit has a detachable pool, okay? So if you wanted to use it without the pool, you could. You would still want to use a mat on it. Probably about 100-pound difference.
Yeah, this was 280.
280 pounds. 150 pounds. So at least 130 pounds difference in the weight of the unit. And you know, for certain people, if you're a rental company, like our rental company that allows customer pickups, this is a very easy unit for anybody to get in their minivan, get it home, get it into their yard, set it up with 1 to 2 people. Here, you're going to want to make sure you have a heavier dolly. Each unit has its place in the rental market. I've seen a lot of people recently talking about, oh, don't buy that, it's not going to hold up, it's not a great unit, blah, 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 blah. Okay, everybody has their opinion. We're a rental company in Buffalo, New York. We have a season that is going to go from the middle of May, June, July, August, part of September, then everyone's back in school. Okay? Before I coined this as a Rental-Lite unit, we rented these out in our rental department for about 2 years. Okay? I wanted to make sure that this unit was going to perform well without warranty issues and without other issues. And it did. Okay? That's not to say that we might not have our commercial units in our rental department as well. But we wanted to offer something for the customer that wanted to pick it up. Now, I've sold a lot of the Rental-Lite units to customers that are just starting out in the rental business. Your return on investment on them is great. Everybody has seen what's happened to pricing with everything, okay? Gas is $5 a gallon, okay, as opposed to $2.50 a year and a half ago. My inbound freight on a commercial unit, people have probably said, well, why was this commercial unit $2,000 a year and a half ago and now it's $3,000? It's freight, it's duties, it's other costs that I can't control. Okay, this unit rolls bigger, takes up more space coming over in my shipping containers, all right? My inbound freight on this unit is 4 times, 5 times what it used to be, okay? This is a more affordable unit to ship. I can pass some of the savings on that off to the customer. So I'm not saying that the Rental-Lite unit is gonna be a end all for everybody. It has a place in most people's rental departments. There are other companies that are going to sit there and say, I won't rent it, I want a commercial-based unit. Anybody that's purchased any commercial-based units from Tent and Table over the years knows that because we're a rental company, we've put a lot of thought process into building a game that holds up, built for extended rental use, years of operation. We build safety into every game that we build, whether it's my commercial or my Rental-Lite unit, okay? But naturally, with cost, with weight, there has to be some trade-offs. But those trade-offs did not make this Rental-Lite unit a Walmart Toys R Us, okay? Frankly, some of the Rental-Lite units were built to the same quality and standards that the entire rental industry used 4 or 5 years ago, before some of the changes might have been made with, you know, an inflated floor, covered tunnels, so on and so forth. So, and there's a lot, you know, we're not the only ones that you're seeing a Rental-Lite from, semi-commercial. There are other copies out there. I mean, I would like to say that we were the first company to, you know, develop and introduce and put this really into the marketplace. And I've noticed that some of my friendly competitors are doing the same. They wouldn't be doing it if they didn't feel that there was a product here that was going to last a long time, have a good return on investment, and still perform as something that a customer could run out to Toys R Us. They don't exist anymore, okay? I'm dating myself. They can't get him. Jeffrey Giraffe is long passed on, but Walmart, Target, okay, Amazon, buying something that, you see in the photo, okay, you look at an Amazon ad, okay, and there's this great bounce house combo water slide, all right, and they've shrunk the kids down to these little images, put it next to it, so you get this thing, you blow it up, and you're just kind of laughing, okay, because you're taller than the unit. You can see that.
How tall are you again, Mark?
What did you say, 12 feet?
I thought you were 12 feet.
I'm 12 feet. I used to be 5'11". Now that I'm in my late 50s, I might be 5'10". I've hit that shrinking point.
So 5'10".
Yeah.
Just for comparison.
But yeah, for comparison, but even more important from a point of comparison is, stand back and take a look at these two units next to each other. The footprint is very similar. They're the same height, they're almost the same width, they're almost the same depth. So you're not getting a smaller unit, you're getting a unit that's just a little bit more lightweight, easier to move around, still built with decent commercial standards, okay? And you're gonna get a good return on investment. It's not by any means gonna last as long as this unit,
We have a
okay?
question.
Notice I have a W series blower on this. This is a W4 unit. It is still rated at a 1 horsepower to 1.5 horsepower, okay? But notice, I have it on a larger blower tube. If somebody wanted to buy one of these and put one of our zoom blower, our commercial zoom blowers on it, you can do that, all right? Don't overpower it, you don't need to. But remember what I said. Because the base of this unit is built to the same standard as my commercial, you're not going to explode the unit by putting too big of a blower on it. This is lighter. So this is lighter, it's easier to get up in the air. So the static pressure might be a little bit different on this blower, but it still has, I've got good bounce on it. This one's gonna have our commercial unit on it. Now the Rental-Lites are gonna come with 2 blower tubes. One small one designed for the plastic blower, okay, I call it the W series, and one larger one for the commercial XLT series. If somebody wants to buy a Rental-Lite unit from us and speaks to their sales rep, they can buy that unit with a 1 horsepower or 1.5 horsepower commercial unit. We can build the kit, take out one, and put the other in. There will be an upcharge. It's not that much, and the sales reps will know it. You know what it is off the top of your head, Melissa, without holding you to it, and you're the one that's going to quote the wrong price, and everyone's going to fall back to you?
I want to say the 1 horsepower is $79 upgrade.
Okay.
So the 1.5.
Yeah, and you really wouldn't even, you wouldn't need, if I took this is a 1 horsepower on this unit. You could put a 1 horsepower commercial on that. You're not going to need a 1.5. Why does this take the 1.5 horsepower? Like I said, you have heavier vinyl here, so just the static pressure in the blower needs to lift it a little bit higher to keep it inflated. But, say there we go. You still have adequate bounce for this unit in either unit with the supplied blower. Yeah, at the end of the day, bounce houses weren't built for adults. Adults like to go in with their kids and bounce around. It's not safe. Just so everybody knows, most injuries on a slide are because the father puts the kid between his legs, slides down the slide, hits the end wall, and breaks their child's leg, okay? Kids tend to be much more agile in jumping around than a parent or grandparent is. My mother-in-law gets into one of these units and starts jumping, she's gonna fall on the child, okay? I might, I'm getting older, and I fall from a higher rate. but I mean, I could get in this unit and jump. Well, I can't.
Come on, do it for the team. Here we go. It's happening. Wow.
Okay, I've got good bounce. The unit's not stressed, and this is with the smaller blower. So, are you going to reduce your capacity of adult to children? Yes. But you can see that with my COVID body of 190 pounds now, I was fine in there.
Would you say that there's a difference in like how many children could use it?
No, they're the same size.
Yeah. So
Okay.
as long as you're going by the safety panel,
Yeah,
you're good to go.
absolutely. A standard patching, standard patching is fine on it.
Standard patch
Yeah.
is fine. Okay.
The old system was strictly a sock, slid it in, wrapped it with Velcro. This is a disconnect system. If I wanted to hook a hose directly up to this, I could. Here, you're just going to hook your garden hose into here, and you're going to quick disconnect that right in. If this disconnect ever got broken and you needed to replace it, it's the same as any Melnor, Home Depot.
So it's replaceable.
It's replaceable.
Okay, and then you just tie it down the side.
Yep. Tie it right down the side.
Boom.
Bye, everyone. Look for our upcoming sales. Call your reps about our in-stock specials. And you know what? This is going to be an outstanding year, okay? I can tell it already.